What's good, everyone? Today we are back with the final edition of the team before round one. Round zero games have happened and everything. They've come, they've gone, and now we're into the real thing. Happy SuperCoach season. I've been telling that to everyone I meet today. You excited for the SuperCoach season to start because that's what it really is. And yeah, as you can see on screen, we've got the full team and everything. Not gonna hide it from you. No suspense here or anything. Anyway, so yeah, you can see it all. I think it's an interesting team. Probably pretty vanilla overall, I would say. Nothing too out there, besides maybe Petrarca. I haven't seen in a ton of teams, but I'll get into why I'm selecting him in a bit. But starting from the back, we are going Zorko, or to be honest, probably before him, maybe a bigger mission from the team actually is Harry Sheezel, who I've elected not to go with. Look, for him, it's just like I'm trying to target value with my team at the end of the day. I'm trying to target value. And so when we look at a guy like Shees, Sheezel, okay, so his break even is 118. So he's priced at 118. That means, so say basically, 120. If he scores 120, if he's averaging 120, he's staying at his price. So that's, what you're getting out of him. And the way I'm trying to set this team up this year is really just trying to maximize value. So say if I'm getting instead a Zorko who is priced at what, 110. If Zorko can go 115, then I'm getting 5 points of value. Compared to if Sheezel's only going 120, I'm only getting 2 points of value from 118. I'm actually better off going Zorko, saving that cash and putting it somewhere else in the field, even though he's going to score less. And do I think Zorko's going to score as much as Sheezel? No, I don't. I think he is going to average a bit less. But I guess I'm betting on the fact that it's not going to be by that much. It's probably going to be by 5 points or less. To be honest, I could be very wrong on that. I think there's a good chance Sheasel starts out the season with about 130, 140 point average for the first few weeks, but I think he'll peter off decently quickly enough after that. Like if we look at his matchup, I don't think the Bulldogs is going to be the toughest matchup. Melbourne might be somewhat decent, but probably not too tough. Adelaide, who knows? Sydney, Gold Coast, I don't know. It's tough to say at the start of the season. Like I remember we went into the season last year, and we didn't know Richmond were going to be as bad as they did, but pretty clearly, within the first 3 weeks of the season, we realized they were. So it's hard, like maybe Melbourne ends up being a top two team this year, or maybe they end up being a bottom two team this year. Like who really knows? Like for Melbourne, it could be like, oh, Christian Petrarca comes back into the team, Clayton Oliver's back to his best and everything, and they end up being a top two team or top four team or something. But on the flip side, maybe Max Gawn goes down with an injury. Christian Petrarca isn't the same from his injury last year. Clayton Oliver doesn't actually get back to what he used to be, and they become a bottom four team. For so many of these, it's just so difficult to really analyze their fixture and everything. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to really just look at the player. Because, like, look at Hawthorn. I mean, Hawthorn did start at the season bad last year, but after that, they became a really good team. And, if you were anticipating bringing people in because of an easy fixture for something like Hawthorn post round six, then, you were sorely mistaken. So, fixture's an okay measure, but especially at the start of the season, I'm trying not to rely on it. Anyway, regardless, yeah, not going to go with Sheasel. I think Sheasel's a great pick. I'm just I'm just not gonna go with him. Anyway, going with Zorko, an easy fixture as I was saying. Like I just mentioned though, like I just went on a tangent. Not Sheasel, the fixture is not the be all end all. Anyway, that's what we're saying there though. No buy for Zorko as well, and a good role, I think, is the main reasons I'm picking him. Now, Jane Short, okay, so he looks like he's pretty much back to his best. And, no Daniel Rioli in the team. I think he's going to take even more kick-outs Shaden Short this year. And even if he doesn't, I don't know, for whatever reason, he just wasn't that good last year. Averaged 82. 2023, what did he average? 98, 98, 2022, 2021, 98. So he went like, what, 3 years of 98 in a row, 96. So he's priced at 82. I think he'll do for us probably around 93 to 97, something in there. So I think he's got at least 10 points of value. So for that reason, I'm starting with him. Obviously, it's going to be hard at Richmond because, they're going to get pumped probably most weeks, but we'll see how things go. Matt Roberts. Now, look, the thing is with all of these guys that did play in round zero, so Sydney, Hawthorn, Collingwood, and who's the other one? GWS. What you could do is just, have them play for the first two rounds of the season, then at their bye, trade them out. Although, really, the only team that really works for is, well, it works for Sydney and it works for Hawthorn. Well, yeah, it works for all of them except GWS because GWS has a buy in round two. So they're not actually going to get a price rise before the rest of the competition. But anyway, Matt Roberts, he could go up in price pretty quickly. And then, if he's 480k before everyone else has a price rise, maybe you just bank that 40k or 50k that he makes and trade him to someone else. I don't know. You could do that. That's probably what I'm looking at more to do with like a Will Day, who I think is a bit more speculative, and probably a Ben Patton as a rookie. But Matt Roberts, yeah, I'm fine with him. Played well, not got the kickouts, but it is what it is. Harry Perryman, 93. Look, he was actually going quite well, and in a game that Collingwood overall lost pretty decently by, I reckon he'll probably average for us. I mean, he's done what? He's done 94 before. I think he's done 94 in a few years. So if we go 2023, what did he average? 73 in 2023. But 2022, he did 94. 2021, he did 94. 2020 he did 94. I think he goes at least 90 this year. And so he's priced at what, 77? No, he's priced at 62. That's crazy. Okay. No, that can't be right. I reckon that's not right. I reckon that's updated maybe from what it used to be. Yeah, it wasn't updated early in the week, but now it's updated. He is priced at about 77, I think. Harry Perriman. So I think he's got at least 10 points of value in him as well. Which that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for at least 5 to 10 points of value in every single pick. I just think I'm really trying to learn from previous year's mistakes. I feel like as a super coach player, as anything in life, you've always got to learn from previous mistakes and bring them into the future. I feel like a lot of people aren't doing that with super coach and again in other areas of life. Like when I reflect on what I did poorly last year, I think it was pay up for too many top price players as well as use my trades too quickly. Now, because of that, probably the main thing that really hit me towards the end of the last year, I was ranked about 300th with like 2 rounds to go, and then I ran out of trades and I fell 1,000 spots in the last 2 rounds. So I finished about 1,300 or whatever it was last year. I don't know, all the videos are up. You can fact check that. I can't exactly remember what it was. It might have been something around that. And like, yeah, in 2020 when I came 56th, like what I did best there was just conserve my trades. And so, I mean, if you're conserving your trades and making a starting team is even more important. But I think also just having trades to use towards the back end is, pretty vital. So I think just, yeah, trading is the most important thing in Supercoach. Starting a great team is important as well, but trading during the season is definitely more important. Anyway, a lot of my points I feel like I don't have structure. Where am I going with this video? I don't even know. But yeah, regardless, I think just like yeah, gotta save trades for myself. That's probably my biggest point this year. And I'm not even focusing too much on having the perfect starting team or whatever. Like, I want a good starting team, but it's not the be all end all, regardless. It's just trades is the most important thing. Because I mean, like really realistically, like your starting team is only for round one. Like literally, you're probably gonna make trades after round one, and then your starting team is irrelevant because it's different. Well, not irrelevant, but it changes from then. Like you can change your starting team within 3 days after finalizing it, within an hour after or within like 4 hours after finalizing it. If you change it, before the last game of the round, and then after lockout lifts after that, within like 4 or 5 hours, you can make your first change to your initial team. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. That's how we're going. Going down to rookies on the bench, Jackson Pryor. Look, I'm not really sure what he averages, to be honest, but I think it's got to be something somewhat decent. What did he do in 2024? 39, but I'm assuming probably some sub games in there. 79 minutes on ground, 20 minutes on ground, yeah, 19, but to be honest, that was a full game and he got 32. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go with him. At Essendon, hopefully he gets a bit of a good role. Ben Patton, I'm not the most happy about starting him either, but look, you got to do what you got to do. I could go heavier on the defensive, mid prices or something, but I've already got three of him. I could go another premium, but I like the rest of my team too much to tinker around with the back line. My back line's my weakest point, but again, we've got a flex player to cover it. Plus, we'll have a few buy rounds to start the season, so I think we should be all right. Zach Reed, Luke Train on the bench. I think that's fine as well. Okay, Christian Petrarca now. So a bit interesting. I don't see a lot of people having him, and I did have Jordan Dawson in this position for the last few weeks up until about an hour ago when I took him out and I put in Christian Petrarca just because I didn't realize, but Christian Petrarca has averaged over 110 for, let's see, so not last year, not 2024, but 2023 is one, 2022 is two, 2021 is three, 2020 is four. My laptop is low on charge, but it's 4 seasons. So the previous 4 seasons, besides last year, he averaged over 110. So some really good consistency there, as well as the fact that I'm pretty sure he played a full year. Like he may have missed like 1 or 2 games for like the past like 7 seasons or something. Again, besides last year or something like that. That might not be exactly right, but I reckon he's just missed like 5 or less games for the past like 7 years. He's actually got really good consistency, very durable as well. Again, besides last year. And besides like his first year, I think as well, when he did his ACL or something like that. But yeah, anyway, that's why I've gone with him. I think he's priced at 103. I reckon he'll probably go 110 plus. So I'm going with him. Although Toby Bedford could tag him this week. I actually didn't think about that. Again, I only put him in my team an hour ago. I might take him out. I don't know. I might not. I might. I'll see what I want. But for now, he's in. Connor Rosie, yeah, good fixture and everything. Got Richmond in round two. Collingwood, again, don't seem like the toughest matchup, but who knows? There might be. And yeah, I think he'll be fine. No Zach Butters in there. Will Day, so yeah, this is a guy that I'm looking to probably trade out after round two. And what I'm thinking with trades, so yeah, round two, he'll get a price rise. Hopefully he gets to around 520k. I mean, break even of 35 right now. If he can just go 100 for the next 2 rounds, yeah, he should get to 520 plus, hopefully maybe even 530, 540, even 550 he could go. And that's, having the benefit of round zero. You basically get a complete look at the player without any risk of having them. And then if they've got that good score in, we can trade them off. So what I'm thinking after round two, after he's already gone up in value, hopefully, fingers crossed, he does, then I'm just going to trade him to whoever I've missed, because at the end of the day, I'm sure there's going to be a mid-price or a premium. If he does end up getting to 520, 530, 540, 550k, I can even trade him to a premium or, a mid-pricer and I can bank 100, a 200k or something like that. So yeah, whoever I've missed, I think it's fine. Like I remember at the start of last year, I was like playing around too much with like trading out Nick Martin, Hayden Young, just because like I didn't have anyone that was like I had designated. I want this person to get me value for 2 weeks and then I'm gonna trade it out. And so I'm thinking I don't want a ton of them, but I at least want one. And Will Day is the one that I've picked this year because again he's gonna go up in price before everyone else. Again, he's got that good score. So I'm thinking this could go to a Finn Callahan after round two. Again, Giants have the bye in round two. So even though he played in round zero, Finn Callahan, he won't go up until the rest of the competition does after round three. So that's what I'm thinking of doing there. It might be Finn Callahan. Again, there probably will be someone else that pops off from some other team that hasn't played yet and is playing for the first time in round one that I'll end up going with. But we'll just hold there. Clayton Oliver, again, everyone's talked to him so much, talked about him so much, whatever, whatever, whatever. So I'm not gonna. But yeah, he's in the team. And Chera, yeah, good fixture to start off with and whatnot. What have we got here? Yeah, Richmond. Hawthorn's a tough matchup. Bulldogs could be decent. Again, Collingwood could be decent. West Coast, North Melbourne. Yeah, who knows? Again, it's tough to say with the fixtures at the start of the year, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Will Ashcroft. So yeah, I think only injuries is the main concern. And I mean, he won a Norm Smith last year, so I think he's primed to break out. So we're going with him. Nathan O'Driscoll. Okay, yeah. So big centre bounce guy. with Hayden Young at the team. Otherwise, he's a winger. I can see him probably doing about 70 to 80. I think you should bank for us at least 150k, get up to what is that, 350, maybe even 400. So happy with starting him. Elijah Sardis, again, not sure how to pronounce his name really, but doesn't really matter too much for these purposes. So I reckon he gets up to at least 300k. To be honest, I'm not like guaranteed he's going to score amazing just because I don't feel like he's that good at kick and he doesn't tackle that much. But I'm also just not really sure about if he's still ready to play consistent AFL yet. So yeah, I'm going with him, but I'm not necessarily completely confident. I'm more confident in Levi, to be honest. I'm not sure I'm gonna field Sardis. I'll see. I'll see if Ashcroft is named the sub because I would actually be more confident in him. Even though again Elijah is like a third year player, Levi's the first. I still would be more confident in him. But actually, yeah, the Essendon game's on the Friday night, so I'm probably not going to get that opportunity. I probably will just play Elijah on field this week, just because it's round one. But after I get a bit more of a look next week, I might field Levi. Mitch Nevitt is also a good one, to be honest. I do have some queries over how well he'll score as well, to be honest. I think this could be a guy that gets the sub vest. Like I remember last year, Geelong was very reluctant to play him. It does seem like he's improved, but we'll have to see. And Camporeale, yeah, he's playing. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I would be playing Jackson Binns over him, but I guess Carlton wants to play him. So if Jackson Binns was playing, I would pick him. But yeah, he's not. So anyway, going with this guy. Tristan Cherry, yeah, so he's in the team, our highest price player in the team, and he's also gonna wear the captaincy band in round one against Western Bulldogs. What's his recent scoring been like? Yeah, 141, 141, 103. Good scores. I'm happy to go with him. Averaged 141 against the Bulldogs last year, Tim English and everything. So yeah, must like it against them. He's gonna wear the captaincy band. Tom DeConning, yeah, well, I reckon. If Tom DeConning gets like 150 plus, I'll probably start a loophole, and that might be like a Bo Allen instead of Ben Patton. I might trade out Ben Patton and go with like Bo Allen because Bo Allen's not going to play this week because of illness. And I'm going to think that Bo Allen would be pretty good, a good player to pick, and he'll come back in hopefully probably next week. So that's probably what I'll do, but that's only if DeConning scores like 150 plus. Maybe even like 170 plus. I do want to pick a full team of everyone playing, but I am prepared to go a loophole if need be, just to secure points on field. Because again, like, you can secure if Tristan Cherry goes 120 and Tom DeConning goes 170 and I don't take that, that's 50 points lost. And 50 points lost does actually make a big difference. So in the context of the SuperCoach season. Like I remember the year I came 56th overall. If I only got like an extra 50 points, I would have come like top 30 or something like that. I think something like that. So it makes a big difference. So I will be prepared to do that, but we'll see. Harry Boyd, so not really sure if he's going to play or not. Either way, I'm going to start him, even if he's not playing, because I think he's going to play at some point. Horn Francis, yeah, we'll go with him. Not really sure what he's going to do, but he's okay. He's okay. McRae, looks like he'll probably average at least 95. I mean, he's priced at what? 73. Price at 73. I think he'll do at least 95. I definitely think he has regressed from his prime, most definitely. I think there's no question about that. He's not going to get back to 125. But I wouldn't be shocked if he did 105. I probably would be surprised if he did 110, but who knows? I reckon somewhere between 95 to 105 for him. Bailey Smith, interestingly enough, a lot of people I see are fading him. Which, if that's you, hey, I mean, it's your team, do what you want. But let's see his ownership. 61%, so it's still quite high, definitely. I feel like still a lot of YouTubers are fading him. Crazy, Sean Manor is priced above Bailey Smith. That is insane to think about. He's priced higher than him. But yeah, regardless, I'm pretty confident Bailey Smith is going to average at least 85. And if he does that, he's got like what, 13 points of value or something. Is it? Yeah, 13 points of value. And I think he'll probably do 95 plus. So he's probably got over 20 points of value. So I'm pretty happy Going with him, again, if you don't want to, be my guest. Caleb Daniel, he's priced at 50. I think he'll probably go at least 85 this year, so over 30 points in value. Happy picking him. Garcia, priced at 46. Yeah, I think he'll probably do 60 to 65, maybe 70, maybe 70. Again, I reckon we only need him for a few games. Just get up to like 300k and then give me some like decent scores. Give me like a 70 to 80 average and then trade him out at like round 5 or something. Maybe round 6 after playing Bulldogs. So we'll see how that goes there. And then Pal Pepper on field. Yeah, happy to start him on field, you know. I mean, he doesn't have the hardest fixture, it looks like, with Collingwood and Richmond to start off with. So we'll go there. Connor Stone, I think he'll just average probably somewhere between 55 to 65. So I think he is a sub chance, and I think he could get dropped, but look, we'll just go with him. Sam Davidson, yeah, against North Melbourne in round 1. We'll see how he goes. We'll see how he goes. You know, all these guys I'm so unsure of because practice games is not the real thing. We know that. We know that. So he played well in that first half of the practice game, but yeah, I don't want to get fooled by it. So we'll start him on the bench, I reckon, this week. I think we'll start Pal Pepper on field. We'll probably put the emergency on Davidson, though. I'll get to that in a minute. And Matt Flynn, yeah, number one ruck. Again, just give me like an 80 average, I reckon. What's he priced at? 49. So 30 points of value. I mean, you look at like rookies like Nathan O'Driscoll's priced at 37. I reckon he does like 70 to 80. That's over 40 points of value. That's a lot. And that's why it's good to pick rookies for cash gen rather than a mid-pricer. You know, like Garcia, I'm thinking could only have potentially 15, 20 points of value, which is still a decent bit, but not really that much compared to a rookie. You know, even if Campo does, you know, maybe 55 or something, that's over 30 points. So that's why, yeah, rookies are so much better for cash gen. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for this one. Emergencies this week. We'll go trainer. I reckon we'll probably go. Who's got the better fixture here? Ashcroft or Nevitt? Fremantle, Brisbane, Sydney. Okay, I reckon we'll go Nevitt, emergency, Boyd, Shaw, and yeah, Davidson, as I was saying. Okay, anyway, that's fine. I reckon this week, I reckon on my field, the weakest player score-wise is probably either Patton or Pryor. Maybe Palpepper. Maybe Sardis as well, actually. It could be any of the rookies besides O'Driscoll. I think O'Driscoll's pretty good. But yeah, it could be any of the other 4 ones. Regardless, they should get put off the score by Matt Flynn. And yeah, we are only starting 5 rookies now, which is a good enough structure. So yeah, regardless, I mean, this team is probably going to change by next week. We'll probably end up using 2 or 3 trades. I want to control myself more. Last week I used my 5 boosts in the first 6 rounds of the year. So that was 15 trades in the first 6 rounds of the year. I'm going to try to, by round 6, have only used maybe 7 or 8 trades. So cut that in about half. And that should set me up really well for the rest of the year. Again, my highest score so far is, or highest rank so far is 56th overall. I want to push another top 100, but we'll see. We'll see. Captaincy wise this week, just De Conning into Cherry is the easiest one. Another reason why I faded Sheasel was because, again, you need captaincy options at the start of the season, but for me, like Tristan Cherry and Sheasel were 2 of my main 3 captaincy options, along with De Conning. So it's like I can't really have 2 of the 3 on the same team. It doesn't really make sense. So that was another reason going in favor of fading Sheasel. Like I said, I think he'll score well still. But just for me, I'm happy with fading him. I could go to Zorko. I mean, I would need a bit more than 17k. I could probably rejig someone down. I could probably put like Power Pepper to Kako or something. Who, yeah, I'm not going with Kako. But again, when I trade Ben Patton out and Will Day out after like round 2, after they've had a price rise, if, not guaranteed, but if I do that, then yeah, I can get like the biggest rookie I've missed and probably like the biggest premium or mid-pricer that I've missed as well, which I'm sure I'll end up taking. So yeah, should be fine. I'm happy with it. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for now. 1845 projected score. Not sure if that's good or bad. I guess probably doesn't really matter too much anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. this video, and I will see you in the next one.